Good morning, everyone. It's 60 degrees outside. Somebody said that, hey, look, it's pumpkin spice season, and it is. Special K's got a pumpkin spice. Cheerios has a pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is coming out of coffee shops in some variation or another. And, you know, I'm like, oh, that's fine and all. But then we go to the grocery store, and I'm like, it's the Franken season. It's Booberry, it's Count Chocula, it's Frankenberry, it's Franken season. I will say though, Frankenberry tastes a heck of a lot different than when I was growing up. I don't know if there's maybe a lot of it's nostalgia. I think the best tasting marshmallow cereal I ever had was a cereal called Pac-Man cereal. And this was, what am I, 46 now? Probably 35 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time. And it was discontinued, probably because of poor sales after a certain point. But the marshmallows were super good. They got nice and soft in the milk quickly. And then the pellets that Pac-Man gobbled, they were like Kick cereal. And it tasted great. It was the last good marshmallow cereal, in my humble opinion. And then Frankenberry and Booberry, boy, they used to taste so different. These little cereal bits, they've definitely lost a lot of flavor. The marshmallows are the same. They taste the same. They're not the same makeup. I'm sure they're made differently today than they were 30 years ago. But the cereal part definitely tastes a lot less. There's still a little bit of strawberry flavor in there, but boy, it just does not, there's just no, I don't know. It's very, I don't know, what's the word? It's very lacking. Hollow. That's a good word. It's very hollow. If I could describe the flavor of the strawberry cereal parts of Frankenberry, they're hollow. And I'm sure the Booberry is the same way. I never liked Count Chocula. Never really a fan of Count Chocula. But it's General Mills cereal season, and the end cap aisle of our Meijer had Booberry and Frankenberry and Count Chocula. So didn't they do a werewolf once, or I must be thinking of something else. I thought they had a werewolf once. Sounds like something. So you didn't see, and I apologize for that, but I put 25 grams in there. I'm gonna do a little less coffee. Normally I go for like 32, 35, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So, and I've got, I don't have a medium fine setting, I have a medium setting. So we're gonna go whole hog here on the medium setting at exactly 20, because I'm precise like that. Hang on. It's a lot less popcorning when you have it on a wider grind setting. So I think that's just the nature of the beast. Aha. Yay, Crusader Cup. Such a wonderful cup of coffee. Let's see how much we got back here, actually. I put like 25, like 0.2 in there. Somehow I got 26. So I've got a little retention popping out here. Oh well, that doesn't matter. It's fine. Absolutely fine. So I got the water heating up over there. Went downtown yesterday, went to Big Fun looking for a couple of things. Big Fun is a wonderfully wonderful, and I mean it in that way. Toy store. And I should have taken a camera with me and just filmed the entire place. There's so much online. You can find them online. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, but it's just a wonderful second-hand, maybe sometimes third, fourth, fifth-handed toy store that's just full of wonderful old toys and new toys. And it's just a wonderful place to go and look. And one of the collectors and I, we know each other, so we like to talk about Star Trek every time I come in. So that's always wonderful. I like that a lot. But I went down there looking for something, and unfortunately they didn't have it. But of course, I still walked away with some stuff. I mean, talking about Count Chocula, here's the reason Count Chocula exists. It's Count Dracula. Pull the string. Look at that. Bela Lugosi. John Travolta as Bela Lugosi. Just a little bit. But yeah, no, this is great. I love this. NECA put this out. They had a bunch there. They had the Wolfman, they had Dracula, they had the Mummy, they had Frankenstein. And I'm like, Bela Lugosi, we just watched Ed Wood, and I love that movie. It's a great movie. So I saw this and I'm like, you know what? I'm picking this up. That's amazing. Bela Lugosi. And then I saw this. This is fun. Do you remember Spencer's Gifts? This is from 1994. A limited edition Spencer's Gift thing. It's die-cast. So it's metal. It's the Enterprise A. It's got a little stand there. It's debatable of whether I'm going to take this out and display it. We'll see. It's just nice the way it is, though. Unfortunately, you don't get the beautiful saucer section or the secondary hull. That is the refit Constitution class. But that's okay. So yeah, so I came away with two things. They didn't have what I wanted. I always find something, though, when I go there. Just because it's fun. And then I got my glasses adjusted. And then I found this really great coffee place down there. I will show the location on a map. It is, it's kind of tucked away. I don't remember which street it's down. It's off of High Street. Everything, I mean, Big Fun and the glasses place where I go they're off of High Street. And this one kind of, if you're heading northbound, it's a left turn, and then it's a road, but it's like a skinny road where people park on both sides. And you go down a little bit, and I'll have to flash the name too, because this was just spur of the moment. I didn't know that this place existed. It just had signs saying coffee and baked goods this way. Wonderful coffee. I had a latte. It was great. They apparently make all of their baked goods in-house, which is amazing. I had a cheese scone that tasted like wonderful cheese, but it was vegan, which I did not realize. And then he pointed at the rafters, and all of the herbs that were in that scone were grown in the coffee shop. And they were made back there in the back, and it was absolutely fantastic. I'll put the name of it and show you the location on the map of where it is. So we've got coffee ready here, but that was nice. I went downtown yesterday. It was just something to do because I wanted to find that thing for a video, and it's unfortunate they didn't have it, and also unfortunate that for some reason on eBay it's very expensive. I would say, for something that was probably $10, $12 back in like 93, 94, $63, $65 for something that's still in box. And it's like this big. It's a small thing. But because it's the Enterprise D, you know, they're jacking up the prices. So it's unfortunate, but that's just the collector's market, man. That's just the collector's market. Something happens and then the prices go up. You know, if somebody unfortunately passes away, or if something old is featured in a brand new program, they'll respond by putting the prices up. So actually, I don't really care about the weight here. I put 25 grams in. Maybe we'll do about 400, and we'll see where that puts us. Don't have to be gentle. Don't have to just do the little swirly thing. Yeah, 407. Okay, because we're gonna take a spoon. We're gonna put the spoon in there. We're gonna stir it up. Yeah, it's the collector's market, man. You get on a kick and you find something you want, and then, you know, unfortunately at that point it's jacked up pretty far. So oh well. I'm gonna do a video on because I have two pieces. It would have been a nice well-rounded video if I had that third piece, because I'm interested in it and it looks like fun. But I can do it with two. It's fine. I did a video yesterday. It should be out here in a couple minutes, probably about 10 o'clock. If it's not out already, I don't know what time it is. So that's showing off some things that I also went to try to find more of, and unfortunately they did not have it. So, which, you know, they're niche items, and the items that I did yesterday, they're like 5 of them. So they usually sell in a 5 lot on eBay. They usually don't come in just singles, and the single that I wanted doesn't normally show up on eBay. It shows up in the 5-pack, and I'm like, I don't want the 5-pack. I've got 4 of them. So, and that's my fault for not paying attention. So, but that's all right. It's all okay. Oh, I meant to start the timer. So we're gonna go for about 4 minutes here. And then we're gonna stir and we're gonna, that's not a lot of coffee, is it? 400 grams isn't a lot of coffee. I mean, I guess it's a lot of coffee, but it's not a lot of coffee, you know? Depending on where you are in the day, it's not a lot of coffee. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, is that where they took the sticker off? Oh, well, I mean, that's a damaged box, which means you should probably take everything out. It's so funny because I'm like, Spencer's Gifts, really? And it's like 1994, and the quality and the shine and everything, it's like it went off of the assembly line yesterday, you know? Or like 2 months ago. And then, you know, even though the tags kind of messed up the box a little bit, there's really nothing. There's a little bit of pocketing here with the sides because it's open and not closed off with plastic. It's either something was put on it for a little bit, or, you know, the cardboard likes to fold in on itself, depending on the quality of cardboard. And that's pretty thin. So, Frankenberry. Yeah, see, there's still just the 3 of them. I thought that they introduced a werewolf at one point. No, they definitely make them look more kid-friendly these days. They definitely, well, I mean, they always looked kid-friendly, but now they look far more like Nickelodeon kid-friendly. It's not like they were ever hyper-realistic. I mean, I don't actually, to be honest, Count Chocula looks, nah, he looks too kiddie. And he's got the snaggle tooth in the front rather than fangs, which is definitely more kid-friendly. It's very strange because it's like vampires. Yeah, you know what that fang is for, right? Sure, we all do. But, I mean, it's a kid's cereal, for crying out loud. I mean, of course it's going to be kid-friendly, but still, very funny. It's like watching the evolution of Lucky Charms. I mean, there used to be, what, like a core 5 marshmallow types, and now there are like 8 or 9. It started with the rainbows, right? And then the balloons. God, I gotta go through the whole thing in my head now, in that order, I think. Oh God, I'm closing my eyes and thinking really hard about marshmallows right now. Almost like a suit of cars. Hearts, stars, clubs, cloves. Hearts, stars, cloves, diamonds. Because they weren't clubs, they were cloves. Because, me Lucky Charms. You know, so it was cloves. It wasn't clubs. And diamonds. Yeah, something like that. It's cereal. I don't know why I'm droning on about it. It's just something to talk about, I guess. Where are we at? Oh, hey, that did quite a bit of time. So I'm going to bring this down here, and I want to watch the magic happen. The crust is broken. Now we'll wait another 3 minutes. So yeah, so it's pumpkin spice season, which, you know, I'm not really a pumpkin spice. I like peppermint mochas. I used to like peppermint mochas from Starbucks, but Starbucks coffee's just gotten not great. It wasn't great to start with, and I realized that, but there's just something about it over time that's just made it more and more and more burnt, and I just can't. I can't do it. For whatever reason. I don't know why it's gotten more and more burnt, but it just has. It just doesn't taste good. It does not taste very good. To be honest, since those wonderful people were kind enough to tell me how the James Hoffman method for doing the maca pot was not correct, I'm starting to question a lot. It's not that, you know, it's not that he's bad or wrong necessarily. I'm a very into the fact that you should enjoy coffee the way you wish to enjoy coffee. And if that's a speedy process, then so be it. He represented it as his technique. He didn't represent it as the technique. He said it was a technique that he uses or thinks is viable. He didn't say that it was the only technique. But some people are very strong about their traditions and how they feel about certain things, and coffee is just one of those things. And I don't disagree Yeah, I mean, it's just sometimes people want to find shortcuts. But, you know, I understand people are passionate about it and they want it done a certain way and they feel like that's the only way. And sometimes that's fine for a hobby. What they did was very kind and thoughtful. And here he says, here's some other people that you should really look at. And I thought that was really nice. And those people were linked in my description on the last show. So, I mean, am I wrong about using the French press in this way? This is what he suggested in order to not... I mean, it makes sense on the grand scheme of things that, you know, if you push down, you know, stuff's going to come up from the bottom because of the vortex that's created, and you're going to get more particulates fighting against this filter, which will allow more to pass through. So I know that this isn't the ideal way because, you know, it's got to fight to get through, and you have to pour a little bit further in order to get a cup of coffee out of it. But you can kind of see, yeah, so you get it all against the wall there. I didn't put as much coffee in it this time, so it does look a little less dark. This did go for a full 10 minutes though. And it still tastes really nice. Excellent. Awesome. Coffee morning. Successful coffee morning. Still hot though. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll cool down as I am editing. Thank you so much for watching this morning. Sorry I didn't have anything poignant or philosophical or to pull out of my ass about, you know. So I'm just, you know what's really funny is that doesn't look like her dress. That looks like lines of blood from his fangs after he bit into her neck, and the blinds are, but it's like whiter there, so it kind of looks like a dress. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Such a different era. They had to be more subtle and more sneaky with their stuff like that. Sorry, just noticed that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We will do some more coffee tomorrow. Maybe I'll find something better to talk about. Hopefully stuff will come in the mail today. That would be great. I'm crossing my fingers, but not for too long because I'll start losing feeling in them. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.